Denmark made their World Cup debut as late as 1986, where they enjoyed a splendid group stage, beating a Scotland managed by Sir Alex Ferguson 1-0, Uruguay 6-1, and West Germany 2-0. In fact, they were widely regarded as favourites heading into their last 16 tie against Spain. Unfortunately, La Roja ended Denmark's dream with a 5-1 demolition. Since then, along with winning a Euro title, Denmark have established themselves as somewhat of a staple at the World Cup, reaching 6 out of 10 possible tournaments since making their debut. This includes the one that will be played in Qatar later this year. While Denmark's 1986 team is broadly considered better, the red and white experienced their greatest World Cup success in 1998. After hammering a strong Nigerian side 4-1 in the round of 16, eventual finalists Brazil ended Denmark's run with a spectacular but narrow 3-2 win. There is reason to believe Denmark will surpass that success in 2022, and possibly offer glimpses of what was shown in the 1986 group stage. Several people view Denmark as an outsider to win the 2022 World Cup, but I'm here to tell you that they're more than that. They're a genuine title contender. Legendary former Danish player Morten Olesen had been at the helm for a staggering 15 years when his tenure as Denmark's manager ended in 2015 after their failure to reach UEFA Euro 2016, marking the end of a respectable era. However, the new era appears to be even better, despite still being ongoing and relatively young. Denmark's rise these last few years has been sublime, from failing to beat Albania, Armenia, and a bleak Swedish side in Euro 2016 qualifying, to reaching the last 16 at the 2018 World Cup, and only narrowly succumbing to the eventual finalist Croatia on penalties. Olesen's successor, Åge Hareide, appeared to have done a good job, making it seem strange that he would be replaced. Perhaps it indicated that Denmark wanted to raise their standards. Merely getting out of the group stage isn't enough anymore. The new manager, Kasper Hjulmand, would have to adhere to these standards at the Euros of 2021. Originally, Hareide wasn't to be replaced by Hjulmand until after Euro 2020, but the COVID-19 pandemic complicated things, to say the least. Leading up to the competition, Hjulmand gave Denmark reasons to be optimistic, finishing second in their Nations League A group ahead of England and winning 3 out of 3 World Cup qualifying matches, scoring 14 goals without conceding any, against quite easy opposition, but the emphatic manner in which Denmark did it still indicates how good they are. At the Euros themselves, Denmark did lose against Finland in the opening game. However, to say the least, it was under extreme circumstances, so it would be a bit unfair to hold it against the Danes. The next match saw Denmark put on a great display against Belgium, only being outdone by the brilliance of Torgan Hazard and Kevin De Bruyne. In Denmark's final group match against Russia, it was do or die, and do they did, by convincingly winning 4-1. The Danes kept on convincing in the last 16 by decimating a solid Welsh team by 4 goals. In the quarterfinals, Denmark beat a Czech side that had triumphed over the Netherlands, setting up a semi-final tie with England at Wembley. The young Mikkel Damsgaard gave Denmark the lead with a stunning free kick, only for England to equalize shortly afterwards. The match eventually went to extra time, where the Three Lions found the winning goal through a controversial penalty decision. A devastating exit for Denmark, who could still be proud of their performance. After the Euros, World Cup qualifying resumed, and Denmark kept on impressing, the only blemish being their 2-0 away loss to Scotland. Still, along with Germany, Denmark had the best qualification campaign of any European team. The last prelude before the World Cup was the 2022-23 UEFA Nations League, at least the June fixtures. Denmark started off with a sensational away win against the reigning world champions France, coming back from a deficit thanks to 2 Andreas Cornelius goals. Their triumph over France was followed by another away win against an Austrian team that recently reigned supreme over Croatia away. The Croats in turn defeated Denmark in Copenhagen, where the Danes had 2 goals disallowed. However, Denmark pulled themselves together and won 2-0 against Austria in the final game of the June match days. The 2 remaining match days will be played in September. However things turn out for Denmark then, they should still be regarded as a World Cup contender, as they've proven enough throughout these last few years, and especially months. Although, given how good they've been, it's unlikely they'll flop in September. The FIFA World Rankings are infamously inaccurate, but they've gotten one thing right. Denmark is definitely one of the 10 best national teams on the planet right now. You could even make a case that these rankings underestimate them, given that higher ranked teams like England, France and Italy are in pretty poor form at the moment. Denmark have players representing the likes of Ajax, Atletico Madrid, Benfica, Barcelona, Chelsea, Milan, Sevilla, Tottenham. Even the clubs that are smaller, relatively speaking, are still good, and the Danes that play there often have important roles, at clubs like Atalanta, Brentford, Club Brugge, Crystal Palace, Frankfurt, Hoffenheim, Leicester, Leipzig, Nice, Sampdoria, and so on. Denmark has the experience, management, skill, and even the spirit to win the World Cup in December. It feels odd to say this, to an extent, since Denmark isn't a major traditional football power, but it's nonetheless true. While I don't actually think Denmark will go all the way, they definitely can, and anything except a semi-final appearance should be regarded as a disappointment, since they have proven so much throughout these last years. Thanks a lot for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. It's especially important to subscribe to me now, since I'm actually gonna be uploading weekly videos this summer instead of monthly. So you'll have more content to watch. Also, this isn't actually my first video about Denmark, so it would be great if you could go back and watch the one I uploaded in 2019. I'm pretty proud of it, and it has over 6,000 views. Very cool, I know. I'll leave you with this pretty funny Discord message that I think summarizes my points pretty well. Have a good summer.